How did one IT service provider build an AI-powered marketing engine from scratch? We're going to find out from Wayne Hunter, CEO of AvTek Solutions. Welcome to GTIA On Location. I'm Scott Campbell from the Global Technology Industry Association, and we are here at ASCII Edge in Costa Mesa, California, to talk about all things AI and all things IT channel this week. Wayne Hunter, thank you very much for joining us this week.
Appreciate you having me.
So let's start a little bit about what brings you to ASCII Edge this week. What are you hoping to see, hear, learn from this event?
Well, I've come to this event many years. It's always a good event for networking, fellow MSPs coming into it. This year, being asked to speak here at the actual event about AI and what we're doing, but also to hear from everyone else about what they're doing with AI and how they're trying to do it for their customers, but also what are the struggles they're having? How can we help each other with AI, because it is quite overwhelming.
So I'm really looking forward to your session about getting started with AI and marketing as an IT service provider. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got started? I mean, I think everybody is talking about AI. Everybody's sick of talking about AI. Now we want to start using it. So you built a marketing engine. How did that come about?
What we really took about it is looking at AI. For me, is all about efficiency and how do you make more things efficient and how you're doing it internally. So we really decided, how can we adopt AI before we try to help other customers with it? And we looked at marketing. That's one of the things you're doing, and marketing's a tough job. So we looked at it and said, how can we use AI to make us more efficient so we could find the right prospects sooner, get them the right content to where it can help us close deals with them sooner and help them. So that was really the focus that we took.
So can you tell us a little bit about what you actually did? What is in place now? How is it going? How does your staff like it?
Well, what we did was saying, with any AI, is how do you use it? What's the plan? What's the outcome you want to get? And so we started looking at it that way and said, okay, how can we everybody has to clean a list. And that's who you're going to send your marketing to. And you send all these letters out and you get so many returns and you're wasting money. How can I save myself money but make that more efficient, right? So we started looking at how can we use AI to find the right client and make sure who I'm talking to is actually what we call an ideal client profile in our target market. And so when we started using that, we built, initially my marketing coordinator built a bot that would say, okay, who is that target market we want to talk to? What do they like? How do they consume information? What conferences do they go to? What books do they read? Whatever we could find. And so we built an agent to do that, to feed that back to us and give it an avatar of our ideal client profile. And that's where we started.
Yep.
And then we took it further and saying, okay, the campaigns we send, how come they're not working very well? We was getting very low, what's called a click rate and open rate to it. So what we did then was say, okay, what if we took AI, create another bot that said, take this campaign that all us propeller heads, that's us technical people, and we tend to write that way. Well, that's not how customers consume it, right? So what we did was say, okay, we got the avatar over here, we got the campaign, we use this bot, said put this campaign in that avatar's vernacular. So I talk about vocabulary. So when it did that, we went from an 18% open rate to a 47% open rate.
Wow, nice.
And from a click-through rate of 30% of that 18 to a 46% of that 47%. So what does that tell you? Well, if I sent 100 people that information, only 18 of them opened it versus 40 opened it. Now, if I got 40 opening and I'm getting 40% of them clicking on a link on my website, now I got a qualified lead. And I did it very efficiently and easily. And I also didn't send all those letters out and wasting all that postage and everything else.
So not only are you getting better click rates, you're being more productive and more automated. That's really awesome.
Exactly.
So now, is that something you're also now offering to clients too? So you're doing it internally, and are you doing it externally for clients?
Well, we had in the banking, I'm really big into the banking environment, and we was talking at some of the little networking events we go to, and when we mentioned this, their ears perked up. And it's like, okay, well, we do this. So we actually have developed a workshop that we actually have our prospects and clients come to, and we show them how we did it.
Yep.
So they can see how they can go about doing it, because We also do a lot of security and compliance work because in regulated environments. So not only do we show them how to do it, but how are you going to do this to still be within the compliance requirements that are in place, so therefore they're not violating any of that and they get hit in their audit. So they saw that, and now we're doing that as workshops. And the adoption of that, well, I had a MSP come to me and says, well, why should I do AI? That's not my bag. We're about IT and doing this. Well, that's true, but that you're dealing with their data, their information. You show them how to be efficient with it. Now they want you to handle everything else too. So to me, it's a door opener.
So you're doing it for, obviously successfully, and you built it internally and for customers. So I got to do like a little shameless plug for GTA here. I don't know if like you've heard yet, but just this week, we came out with at ChannelCon 2026 in San Diego, we're going to be premiering our GTIA Innovate Awards. This is going to be 2 awards, $20,000 cash prize, one for the best internal AI solution from an ITSP and one for the best customer-facing IT or AI solution for an ITSP. So I better see your name in the application.
Get 2 entries? That's
you can try, yeah. I'll have to check the rules on that. Yeah. Please put your application in. All right, and the last question I have for you is, like, obviously you're a big part of the GTIA community, of the ASCII community. What does being part of like community mean to you? What do you get out of being part of a bigger network? How does that help your business?
Oh, immensely. I remember when I was my younger days, I was all consumed about running my business, and I was looking at it, and I'd read books and stuff like that. But it was all on my own thoughts about it, how I perceived it when doing this. By getting into communities, getting into peer groups like GTIA, like ASCII and others, getting into them to where you get with peers and you talk about the same problem, then you get other views on how to go solve it, and then all of a sudden you're starting to expand your knowledge base. And also when you need help, now you got people out there of like minds that's there to help you. So if you're not in one of these, you should be. It's made a huge change to our business, but not only to me, my whole organization, because it's a membership for the whole company, and all of them benefit from the tier 1 level to my ops manager, to my sales folks, my techs, myself, all of us benefit from it. So if you're not doing it, I highly recommend it.
Well, we appreciate all you do for GTIA, all you do for ASCII, and all you do for the IT channel as a whole. It's very much needed, very much appreciated. Thank you.
I appreciate you guys as well.
All right, thank you very much. Again, I'm Scott Campbell for GTIA On Location. Check back on our playlist on our YouTube channel for more videos, more locations, more events coming soon all year long. Thank you very much.